Hey, Saturday evening. Great Saturday evening. It is a quiet evening in the city of Brownsville. Quiet evening because I'm going to be by myself, I think, unless somebody pops in. And I say I'm going to be by myself, but because everyone's either on vacation, everyone's out there celebrating. What, Siri? Thank you, Siri. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kanina, how's it going? Good evening, Ray. How's it going, man? Should have come on with me. Everyone is out and about. Buenas noches, buenas noches. Yes, you're on. Good evening, Alea. Good evening. And hola, buenas noches, buenas noches. Quiet, because there is no Atkinson. She's going to be around for a little bit. Good evening, Erasmo, Marta, Hermosa. Good morning. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Um. Hey, Jessica. Good evening, everyone. It is a quiet, quiet evening, Sir Elda. Buenas noches. Good evening, Chris. Erasmo, invite Ida Avendano or Jimena. Jimena should be on with us tomorrow. And good evening, sir. What a wonderful day it has been. Well, for some individuals, it has been. Hola, Frankie Olivo. Uh, no, my name is Erasmo Castro. Um, it has been a beautiful day. I've actually spent most of the day encerradito en la oficina y en la casa. No stimulus till February because Trump ain't going to sign anything. I I guess everyone's already heard, but we will talk a little bit about it. Uh, Joe Biden is going to be the next president of the United States. He is the president elect, and Kamala Harris is our vice president elect. ¿Qué onda, my friend? ¿Ganaste tú también o no? No, papá. Didn't win this time around. Esta vez no nos tocó. Pero a la próxima le damos más guerra. Míralo, saludos, viejo. ¡Viejo! Lionel. I had fun at thrift store. Thinking of driving with my 15-year-old to Corpus tomorrow for the day to go to Goodwill Thrift just to take a break from being home. What do you think? Um, I've never been to Corpus Christi thrift stores. I know that there's one in Kingsville. If you are going to go down Kingsville Way, I'll get you in touch with my friend Elizabeth Ramos. She is amazing. Juan Carlos Gamboa, saludos, papá. President Kamala wins. Yes. El Castro is a fighter. Yeah. And again, now, guys, it's a massive election win. Massive election win because we have a lot of firsts for the country. This is the first time that a woman has been elected to be vice president of the United States. Also, an individual who is a part of the minority group. She is not only African American, but she also, I think, has Asian descent in her. So it's a good day, man, in that respects. And I say that with all due respect, not so much because of not so much because she is a female, and she is African American, and she is of Asian descent. Not just because of that, guys. Change is always something that we should look forward to. And there's a lot of things that we could talk about. Gospel 2020. Brandon, I sent you an invite. I want you to come on to talk about the loss. Perdió por Trump o yo. Ya ni sé por quién hablas, John. It's fair. Either one is fine. Uh, es decir, I know, ya sé, estoy bromeando, Lionel. Evening, Papa. Good evening, Mr. C. Good evening, Mr. G. But with that said, guys, one of the things that I think is very, very concerning is when people start to generalize and say, well, the woman vote. I think it's insulting to say the woman vote. And I think it's insulting because it sort of wants to classify a group into, pues yo tengo que votar por la mujer porque es mujer. No, guys, you should vote for the candidate because they are the best candidate. The sex shouldn't matter. When you start making it a sex issue, when you start making it a race issue, then I think it's a situation. One term president, trompas, 100%. Well, yeah. The question I think that was thrown out today is will Trump run for the presidency in 4 years? Who knows? Good evening, Yesenia. Hello, Mr. C. Where is Miss Atkinson scheming? I'm not sure. What's up, Andres? Andy, my man. Um, Buenas noches, tío. They should vote for policy wise. That's it. Yeah, they should vote for the individual that has the best platform. Uh, I will say that I am a little bit concerned. Amanda. Can you tell my friend Ruben? No. Good evening, Abraham. Guys, I am a little bit concerned. And I'll say this, the reason that I am a little bit concerned, hello, Belen, is that I am afraid that the leftist movement of the Democrat Party is going to want to pull us into a place that we don't want to be as a nation. Now, are a lot of the statements that were made by Joe Biden made only to appease the left and to get the nomination and to get a lot of Democratic support? Maybe. But guys, uh, it is still a little bit scary. Erasmo, can you give a shout out to my daughter, Elizabeth? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Happy birthday to you. I don't like the automatic respect for the president, though. I saw a video of his motorcade, and these heathens are flipping him off. I am F U S no class. Yeah, I don't care for that either. Hey, Ruth, I thought you were going to come on with us tonight. Leen, good evening. Good evening. So ganó o no ganó Biden? Yes, sí ganó. Disrespect, too much. Good evening. When are you going to have pan de elote? I'm supposed to be in Monterrey uh, in a week or two. Once you get the stats breakdown from your election, you should have a show dedicated to breaking them down to see where and with whom you think you can improve. I could do that. A good thing is he won the Senate. Yes. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. We the Democratic Party guys. Again, I don't care for either party. Either party could have the presidency, as far as I'm concerned, as long as they don't start stripping us away of our rights. I'm okay with it. Doesn't much make a difference to me. I am concerned for Texas, who might start to lose a lot of our Second Amendment rights. I am concerned for the executive branch trying to delve in too much into the judicial branch by packing the court system. I think it would be a mistake. I don't believe that we should go into a socialist system in regards to healthcare, in regards to everything other that the federal government might want to keep its hands on. I think it's a mistake. Not as scary as what we have in the White House now. Well, again, the White House is not completely in control in regards to the power out there. You know, there are checks and balances in regards to the House of Representatives and the Senate. So again, we got to lay blame on the individuals that we elect into office. Guys, if the individuals that we elect into office would actually do their job, then we wouldn't have anything to fear in regards to who sits in the White House or who doesn't sit into the White House. Good evening, Aurora. Good evening. I meant that he thought he was running for senator. Yeah. Yeah, he is a little bit on the old board. Happy early birthday to my second board, Ozzy. Happy birthday, Ozzy. Happy birthday, Ozzy. Happy birthday, dear Ozzy. Happy birthday to you. And let me say that Ozzy is an awesome name. I want to know what the parents were thinking back when they named you Ozzy. I wonder if it's because of our Ozzy. I don't know. I'm for democracy, but what about you? Oh yeah, I love our democratic system. Just don't care for a socialist system. Too much of support is the supporters have bashed and bullied minorities for 4 years unchecked. F them. Good evening, Jeremiah. Good evening. So there's a lot of different little things, guys, that I personally and don't care for much. I am concerned in regards to Second Amendment rights. I'm concerned in regards to the economy. Now, one of the good things that it was being pointed out a lot was that we are going to get a change in regards to the education secretary. And I think Betsy DeVos needs to go. So I'm very, very glad that that's going to happen. In regards to a gun czar, I think it's going to be a big mistake, especially if they want to put someone like Beto O'Rourke, who has threatened to take the guns away from Americans. It's not a good thing, guys. And I think it's going to be one of those cases where they're going to start to bring in the hey, Esther, what about Texas separating from the union? And let me say, Esther, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. President Trump didn't lose because he did a bad job. Economy is thriving and no war. He lost because supporters are annoying and people had enough. Mm, I think Trump did it to himself. One of the problems I think that Trump was very uh, good with was keeping individuals informed. Unfortunately for us, the way they kept individuals informed was to send out tweets in the middle of the night that made very little, if any, sense whatsoever to the great number of individuals out there. I think President Trump shot himself in the foot. Shot himself in the foot in regards to handling the coronavirus situation. Guys, all he had to do was accept that it was an issue, and work with every single individual out there in Congress and try to fix the mess. Now, with that said, and Nancy Pelosi has a lot to blame, guys. There's a lot to blame in regards to where the direction of the country is going as well. Guys, Nancy Pelosi is a piece of crap. And that's fine. President Trump can be a piece of crap too. Nancy Pelosi is a piece of crap, and Chuck Schumer are a piece of crap. And yes, Mitch McConnell también. But they're all politicians, guys. They're all politicians. They want to rule our life. Let me tell you, I have no use for anyone that wants to rule my life. I'm ready for basically Wall Street. I just need a voice represent them. The problem, Diana, it's not going to happen. Anyone in the educational field that thinks that whoever Joe Biden and Kamala Harris appoint to replace Betsy DeVos is going to do a better job, it's not going to happen. We're not going to have a voice. Erasmo's always right. Uh, so, is this the best time to buy a weapon before the inauguration? Yes. Make sure everyone out there, as that purchases weapons and bullets, because we're going to be in trouble if the promises that were made during this campaign in regards to the Second Amendment rights come into fruition. This country is going to be in trouble. The guns will only be in the hands of the criminals. It is what it is. And Beto O'Rourke, I know a lot of people like Beto O'Rourke. He's a nut. He just says what a lot of people want to hear him say. Inform with lies. Yeah, they are lying. All politicians lie. President Trump lied. Joe Biden lies. Uh, Nancy Pelosi lies. Mitch McConnell lies. They all lie. They are politicians. And the first lady is an educator. I expect more from her. I'm sorry, y'all are expecting a little bit too much, and that's part of the problem. I think why the country is always so divided and goes back and forth, back and forth. Guys, they're politicians. They would promise anything and everything in order to get to the seat. Then DeVos, yes, she's been the worst ever. Yeah, she needs to go, no doubt. Who in their right mind would put someone who is so involved with the charter school system as a Secretary of Education? It's a mistake. Trump is not a real Republican, not like the ones I knew. Trump is a different form of Republican, that's for sure. Erasmo, this may be a silly question, but are they any good vendors out there, or is this whole situation just a big corrupt mess? It's all a corrupt mess. It's all a corrupt mess. All of it. But you're right. Aaron Duncan also devoted himself to enriching the test makers, the reformers, and the charter schools. Public schools need a true advocate. We don't have one. I am hyped out about your book when you spoke about it this morning. The way you said you wanted to shift between the past and the present, I got so excited. Yes, I actually spoke with a couple of individuals today. I spoke with Philip Cowan, and he gave me some direction in regards to who to speak to. I am going to start to write the book. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. No, um, I think that we hope for the best. We prepare for the worst. And again, I mean, I was the same mentality when Trump won his first, his only term. And I was going like, we'll see, we'll see. Will we get a stimulus? Yes. Now, does anyone out there actually want the government, to the country to shut down? Anyone? I don't want the country to shut down. You know, one of the things that I think one of my buddies, John, would constantly say was, "Oh, well, then you're agreeing with the Democrats in regards to shutting down the government." No, I don't believe that governments should shut down. I don't believe small business should shut down. No way. I think we need to help a small business thrive and push forward. Just have to instill guidelines that individuals will follow and have some type of reinforcement or some enforcing of the laws out there and the mandates. To the person who asked this morning about Minerva running for mayor, yeah, sure, Minerva, the mayor of Penguins, maybe. Crazy. Can we admit that Trump wasn't the worst? Patriotism hadn't been a thing since Reagan. Um, I I voted for Reagan. But Reagan was amazing. Trump was no Reagan. Can't be worse than what we had. Look at us, and numbers are still going up. The numbers are destined to go up. But guys, let me say this, Claudia. We find ourselves in a Democrat-run county. El Paso is in a Democrat-run county. City leadership here, Democrats, they have failed to protect us. It's not a Trump thing. We have to start placing blame where blame needs to go. Our Cameron County Commissioner's Court has failed us. Our city leadership has failed us. Our school board has failed us. TSC board has failed us. And all of them are Democrat. It's not a party thing, Claudia. It's not a party thing. It's a stupid people thing. And these people are pretty stupid. The mayor of Pinguinilandia. If the country was to shut down, then they would have to support us financially this time, not like last time. Who pays for that? We pay for that. Our tax dollars pay for that. Our children will pay for that for decades to come. Gasoline prices are going up. Texas taxes are going up too. War might start again in the Middle East and terrorism also. Gasoline prices, yes. Taxes, yes, are going to go up. I don't know about the war part, but we will lose some footing in the Middle East. Does Trump stand a chance to get back the this election, or is it done? It's done. Do you think he will concede? No, he will fight it in court and he will lose. What he needs to do is concede now and start working the campaign for the senators who are struggling right now, who might have a hard time in runoffs, in keeping the Senate. I mean, that's the smart thing to do. We already know what Democratic Party stands for, and people voted for that. They're both craps. The Democratic Party, the Republican Party, they're all bad. Trumpism is not patriotism. His attendance has attendance been taking just a little late. Mm, it has. We failed. Trump has not even reached Biden at all. He is a lousy loser. Uh, it's not easy losing at that level, I would say. I don't want the country to shut down. I just believe everyone should try and be safe, wear masks, no more MAGA rally type events. That's the type of stuff that makes this thing spread. Yes. Everyone blames Trump for everything. Stupidity. Yeah, Trump is not to blame for everything. The teacher didn't see you, Pim and Patty. Don't worry. Love you, Erasmo. I love you more. Love you, Papa. Yes, Erasmo, but pandemics don't happen every day, just every 100 years. Yeah. But again, with that said, we have had faulty leadership. And I'm not talking about Washington, I'm talking about here. Our local leaders have failed us. Those are who we need to keep accountable. Our local leaders. We can't do much about Trump, Biden, Kamala. Guys, they don't know you exist. They don't know we exist. And they don't care. And the ones here locally don't care either. But those are the ones that you can hold accountable. Question. To anyone who thinks this new board is going to make a change, it will not happen. No. No. Snoopy is right. Guys, anyone out there, and look, most of the people I would say here, they voted our way. Anyone out there that voted for this new board because they stated it was change, it is not. It is the least educated board ever. It carries only 4.5 years of experience amongst every single member out there. Baltasar Salazar is going to rule and control this board. He controls the district now, every aspect of the district. The vendors will be paid off. No teacher raises. There is no money. They will decimate the general fund. Decimate the general fund. They will not keep our children safe. They haven't kept our children safe. They will not keep our teachers safe. At least for the next 2 years, our district is in trouble. At least. But hey, it's the will of the people, guys. This is what the people wanted. This is what the people voted for. They voted for 2 years of Baltasar Salazar, of superintendent, of 9 AAs and deputies earning more than $175,000 apiece. The people voted for individuals with cushy jobs. Compadre system. Again, guys, Brownsville is going nowhere. Good evening, Frank. Yes, Erasmo. But Trump wanted people to go back to schools for schools to reopen, and that's not what we wanted for BISD. Remember, guys, I want everything to open. I want our schools to open. I want everyone to go back. Two, I just want to make sure that we can guarantee it's safe to go back. See, that's the difference. Look, Snoopy, I want to go to football games. I want to go to basketball games. I want our students to go back onto campus. The difference is I want to make sure that they're going back safely. So what happens is uh, they have to focus on the local elected official, the local elected entity. And the local elected entity is the board. So ultimately, the board is going to make the decisions that opt to keep the students safe. I want everyone to go back on campus. I think every single teacher wants to go back on campus. The question is it safe for them to go back on campus? And the answer is no. Are we prepared to guarantee? Can we guarantee that anyone that we're sending onto campus is safe from coronavirus? The answer is no. Erasmo, leadership starts from the top. President is to blame to include governor and local leadership. Steve, we have no control of what the president and what the governor do. Look, Steve, let's be honest with ourselves. Completely honest. 100,000 people came out to vote, and I'm exaggerating, in Cameron County. 100,000 people. 100,000 people doesn't make an ounce of difference in the presidential election, unless you're from a state like Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada. Not in Texas. And let's say out of those 100, let's say 50,000 voted for one president or the other. Let's cut it in half. What we have a say in, Steve, is our local politics, the ones that make decisions that directly affect us as individuals. The problem is too many people focus so much on the presidential election and ultimately doesn't do a damn thing for us. Do I care that Trump, and I'm saying this and please don't bash me, do I care that Trump is a racist or not a racist? I don't care. Do I care about Biden being a racist or not a racist? I don't care. Doesn't affect us at all. I don't believe for a second that you lost. I'm surprised you didn't pursue an investigation. They control everything, Maida. Erasmo Castro doesn't have $35,000 to demand an investigation. No, Erasmo, I meant the financial assistance they should help us with if we shut down. Yes, it's expensive, but this is an emergency. Death is spreading mercilessly again. Yes. Hopefully, Trump, before he leaves, will sign up and give us assistance that is greatly needed. Let's think positive and let's stop being negative. In which respects? Again, we pray that Biden does a great job. If that's what you're referring to, I hope he does. I just don't trust politicians. I say we need to give the new board the benefit of the doubt. We must be optimistic. No, Julia, we really don't know this is the case. Julia, Baltasar Salazar is going to be in charge of the district. Two, my opponents probably spent like $60,000-$70,000 on this race. $60,000-$70,000 in this race. Honestly, do you really think that she is going to do what is in your best interest, Julia? Cindy's best interest? Cindy Solis Saldaña? Honestly. Or is she going to have to pay back that money? Honestly, think about it. It's ultimately who you serve. Is this new board going to serve you, the government, or the person that put money in their pocket? Come on, Julia. Well, see, Erasmo, and the feds might be coming for more yet, don't you think? Yes, Drew should be indicted. Adela Garza will be indicted. Baltasar Salazar should be indicted. Many of the AAs, a couple of the AAs will be indicted. A couple people at the top positions of the district will also. Why do people claim socialism on Biden? Was eating lunch and this lady was telling the waitress that Biden is a socialist and votes stolen, not counted in favor of Trump. Because he has actually bowed down to the leftist socialist movement of the Democratic Party. It's going to be a scary thing. We cannot afford to be a socialist nation, a socialist country. And again, I pray I'm wrong. So yeah, in regards to think positive, how, Cindy? Solis Saldaña? How? When politiqueras were used? Vote harvesting? You think that's positive? When asking vendors for money, Cindy? You think that's positive? I fear for our district. Good evening, Erasmo. Do you think Pelosi will enact the 15th Amendment and position herself as VP? She cannot. Uh, she cannot. And no, I don't think she'll do that yet. Yep, super uneducated. Denise speaking skills are horrific. Just go back and watch the best forum with her, Frankie. I cringed the entire time she opened her mouth. Yeah. The millennial generation is controlling the world. Oh, God help us. So the vote of no confidence doesn't mean much now. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And I say this and not like to bash them, guys, but they don't know what they're going to. They don't know what to do. The only ones there with experience on that board are Drew Brown and Prissy Roca Tipton. Guys, these are Sylvia's candidates. Have you forgotten? Sylvia was the one that pushed them into office, guys. So they control the district now. But the Salazar controls the district now. What would be the best case scenario to open the schools while implementing safety CDS guidelines, hybrid learning, skeleton rotations, or just keep it virtual until the end of 2021's spring school year? I think at right now, because of the situation that we are in, virtual learning. No one should be going back on campus right now. Not with the leadership that we have, not with the probable spikes in coronavirus cases coming up. Look, Jessica, and everyone else out there, have they told you the truth? Has this administration told you, the parents, the truth? Did they tell you that breeding principals were all sent home? Did they tell you that Rose Longoria went on a trip to Florida, came back, didn't quarantine herself, was passing out donuts while being positive? Have they told you that one of the board members was sent to rehab, positive, fighting coronavirus? My prayers out to the board member. Have they told you that? Why do they hide these things from you? They hide these things from you because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their narrative. They can't keep each other safe. And they are in this huge room, and only two, three people there. What's going to happen when they start packing those small rooms with 20, 30 students in there? Never once heard Biden attack Second Amendment. You're thinking about Beto. Uh, I think you're mistaken. I think that there was a mention in regards to Biden agreeing to or wanting to make a Beto O'Rourke his gun czar. Again, I'm just concerned about the Second Amendment, Mike. I think Americans have a right to bear arms. Snoopy, AOB is still fighting. Yes. Let's talk about Brownsville. Let's talk. We are talking about. Are they going for a grievance against the district? Yes. Exactly. Not safe for our athletes. Just like La Mala Vida. We just like La Mala Vida. I feel bad for the teachers. I hope they keep our teachers safe at home. They're not going to. Yes, I want to go back on campus. This virtual thing is killing me. I feel like I'm failing my students with my delivery of instruction through the computer, but safety first, please. Yes. Trust me. Everyone should be back on campus. But with this leadership and with the numbers the way they are and what's happening in our community, no one should be back on campus. Side note, I saw you on Real Politics with your beautiful cat. You should announce when you go on there. It's fun seeing your point of view. I actually got invited to come on and I said, sure. Erasmo, I know of some parents complaining on the kids going back to school, but they're out at the mall with their kids touching everything. Some of the younger kids not wearing masks. So if they don't want to send their kids to school, don't take them to the mall either. I think the difference, Yesenia, this is my opinion. I think the difference is the amount of time that is being spent at the mall, at Walmart and HEB, to the amount of time that is spent at the on campus. The difference is, please don't be at the mall more than an hour. Please don't go to Walmart more than an hour. Why do you want to be at Walmart more than an hour? I think that's the issue. My take. He is the president of the United States, and you don't care. Interesting. I respect your opinion as you're entitled to it. Trump doesn't much matter, Papa. Honestly, to Steve, let's speak honest. What has Trump? What policy has Trump instilled in the past 4 years that has affected you directly? Just name one. One policy that has affected you directly. Trump. And think about it. You know what I'm saying? We focus on the local. Yet the city, they raised our taxes. The county, they upped our appraisal. The school board raised our taxes. The school board is sending our kids to die. The city commission has done nothing in regards to economic development, yet still squanders our money. The city commission, permits the PUB to continue to increase our rates. Doesn't all that affect you? It affects me. But think of one thing Trump has instilled or is set in place that has affected you directly. One, compa, just one. So are you going to scream, Celia? Yes, of course. It's my signature scream. I'm so tired of the local corruption and poor leadership our city has that I'm thinking of moving to McAllen. Why? Please don't. You know, I understand a lot of people's frustrations, folks. Some of us that are, yeah, open eyed, we have to fight. I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm going to continue to expose. I am Erasmo Castro. I am the cheese, and there can be only one. Nah, don't go. Fight with me, please. Baltasar will be in charge of district until feds pick him up. Yes. Oh, I didn't know that. The virtual instruction seems unreasonable for the very young elementary student population. The administration is requiring teachers to be on the screen with students almost all day. It is crazy. The young elementary school only be online in the morning. Teachers work in small groups in the afternoon. It's crazy. Teachers are doing awesome. They are doing a great job. Once they started helping their vendors into the district, will you expose it? Yes. I want you to. I hope you do. I will. Ms. Rocha, I agree with what you're saying. They are putting too much pressure on teachers and students. They are over exaggerating on how long they want people on the computer all day long. It is crazy. There should be a balance. There needs to be. How can you think positive knowing the election was rigged? Those people were forced onto the board through lies and manipulation of our votes. Yes. But remember that they have the money to buy the votes because they work that way. You guys didn't pay for your votes. You guys are honest. Yes. There's a difference between being positive and being realistic. And I am being realistic. Not with flu season upon us. No. How irresponsible of BISD? 100%. Drew and Prissy are going to control Daniela, Jessica, little Eddie, and Denise. Poor Marisa, no offense, but she's about to go into the lion's den. My prayers. Yes, but she is strong. People, keep your kids at home. Do not send them to school. It's not safe. It isn't safe. Me too. I do commend AOB for still continuing to fight. But you're talking about Sylvia, board, TVA, Best, and everyone who still supports them are all against AOB. Yes, they're going to take some hits. They have to continue to fight. I know. I'm so scared about my grandson. His mom just moved to Virginia and he started school in the classroom. Craziness. Parents, please do not send your kids sick to school. Some parents just don't care about the other students that do this. No, they don't. What do you suggest we do to raise the level of education as a whole in the city, whether through policy or otherwise? Something serious needs to happen. Ozzy, we continue to educate people. That's all we can do, bro. All we can do is continue to educate people and try and open their eyes in regards to what is going on in this city. Guys, we are stagnant. McAllen is prospering. Edinburgh is prospering. San Benito is prospering. Erasmo, I believe Beto said he wanted to take AR-15s, AK-47s, which are designed for military use along with local law enforcement. Along with, I know, wanting to get better gun control on who can legally buy guns. People hear what they want to hear. Let me tell you, I don't want anyone in government taking away the guns of people. It's the camel effect. Have you heard the anecdota of the camel? The camel goes to the Arab and says, "Hey," and the Arab is in his little tent. He says, "Hey, let me get in there with you. Let me get in there with you." The Arab goes, "No, there's not enough room." So the camel says, "Oh, come on, just let me put my foot in there. It'll be okay." Arab goes, no. Yeah, come on. Okay, put your foot in." So the camel puts his foot in. By the next day, in the morning, the camel was inside, the Arab was outside. So I don't want them to take even a little bit of our freedoms, not one little bit. Now, should they make sure that they can guarantee the criminals aren't getting guns? 100%. They froze the pay raise of federal government employees. Uh, they froze for a while. They continued back on them. Anyone that didn't get paid got paid. It didn't affect completely, bro. I'm talking about something that continuously affects you as an individual, that continues to affect you constantly as an individual. That was a short-lived little thing. Everything came back to normal, man. You know this. Erasmo Castro, the man, the myth, the legend. Preach. Drove through downtown Brownsville today, sad at how many stores are shut down and how dirty and run down it looks. Something needs to be done immediately. Downtown needs to die. Any more cookies? I haven't made any more cookies. Breeden had a video public drive-through trick-or-treating event, and their positives. Yeah, Rose Longoria was positive giving out donuts. Snoopy, I had the pleasure of meeting Marisa. She can absolutely hold her own. She can. We need to vote next time, people. I hope you run in 2 years, Mr. Castro. I'm confused with results. I sent all my workers to vote for you. So am I. Under Trump, lowest level of unemployment, highest GDP, got rid of NAFTA, and did nothing for the U.S. Oil industry is booming. Yes, real estate market is exploding. Interest rates are lower than they have been for years. All gone once the pervert gets in office. Hopes of buying a new home next year are gone. Your paycheck will go down due to higher taxes. Gas prices will go up. Food prices will go up, and the number of people on unemployment will go up. You will not get free tuition or free something or other. I almost feel like making a video on the things that Denise and Daniela promised in their campaign videos, and then them doing a 180 in the board meetings because those promises will be broken. Did you think Dr. Axon went back to board meetings, wiretap for the executive session? Yes. Ozzy, educate and share Brownsville talk with your friends. This podcast has educated many of the wrongdoings of our district and city, 100%. Will parents be able to sue the district for doctor visits and eye strain issues for children? Students, after online instruction, will have to use apps to do asynchronous instruction. No. Has the district let the public know the results of survey about students will be returning? No, not yet. Downtown is being filled with ritzy bars for the city's socialites. Meanwhile, homeless people line the sidewalks. It looks horrible. Are you running in 2 years? Possibly. I love the district. I will continue to fight. I don't want to announce now, but possibly. Again, guys, I know the family members of Daniela Lopez Valdez. They think that it's being negative. It's not being negative. It's being realistic. The district is in trouble. The problem with the relatives of my former opponent, they live in beautiful houses. They can afford anything that comes their way. They travel to Europe for the weekends. We can't afford that. Downtown Brownsville is a dump, a lost cause. It is. It's madness. And the city continues to dump hundreds of thousands of dollars in downtown. And we get nothing. Nothing. But higher taxes. Increased electricity bills. People, you better start stocking up on food necessities. Democrats will shut down America, and they say they are doing it for corona reasons. You will not get stimulus check, and you will lose your house. They have been saying this for the past year. Don't think you can file a lawsuit against the district for string eyes. The options to send them to school is available. Yeah, that is the problem. Have you noticed how Walmart, HEB, they are back to limiting toiletries? It's coming. Uh, I hadn't noticed. I think after the last one, I bought all my toilet paper and Matamoros. So I think, still have a couple of rolls left. Guys, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris will be our president. Will you voice the citizens' concerns during the board meetings? Um, no. I will voice the citizens' concerns here every day. Flick. Does no good, guys. I will voice the concerns of my people here on your YouTube channel on these 7 Facebook pages until they get taken down. And then everyone's going to have to go to my YouTube channel anyway. It doesn't do any good. They don't listen. Flick, they don't care. They don't. Erasmo Castro, maybe I'm wrong, but I think you should have run against Minerva, or am I wrong? Marisa was running against Minerva. I would never run against Marisa. Good program tonight. Thank you, Paul. That's why I like about this guy. He tells it up straight, up the truth, 100%. I actually thought about shutting down the weekend programs. Got a lot of calls saying, don't. I will be on here as long as you will have me. They will still be on the screen when we break back to school because the teacher has to teach kids online and in the classroom at the same time. It's crazy. The kids have to log on even though they are in the classroom. They're still trying to do the river project buildings. It's puro raterío. It's all raterío, bro. Downtown is dead. It's gone. And these people, in order to keep their contractors happy, will continue to spend tons of money. Where's Frankie and Carlos? They don't come on no more. Frankie is on vacation in Las Vegas. And Carlos can come anytime he wants. What do you think about Erasmo, about Biden being president? As long as he doesn't drive our country into socialism, as long as he doesn't raise our taxes, as long as he doesn't decimate the Second Amendment, as long as he doesn't pack the courts, I'm okay. Please don't shut down the weekend shows. I won't. Don't shut down. Don't be discouraged. So many of us look forward to you daily. I'll be here. I'm not, and it's not discouraged. It's just sometimes I'm a little bit tired. And but I'll be here. It's crazy, but a lot of people think that it's just the must coming on live. It's not as easy as it looks. Biden is going to do everything you just mentioned. It's going to be a sad day for our country. But we focus on the locals. Guys, any more questions before I shut her down? I love this tie. I actually bought an awesome little sports coat yesterday at the thrift store. I'll wear it tomorrow for church. Guys, my hour is up. You need a break, my friend. I do, Papa. I do. And I am planning to take a break next week, but just for a day. Guys, you're stuck with me for a while. I love you, man. And again, we don't always have to agree on stuff. Erasmus, take Sundays off. Seriously, you need to rest and take care of yourself. Think we can survive one night without you? I can actually go to sleep early on Sunday. I'll think about it. We appreciate all you do for us, but you deserve to rest too. A little bit. We'll see. Trump will be president in 2021. No, I don't think so. Did you win the election for BISD? No. We are your people. Thank you, Livina. Thank you. Good night. Good night. This local election taught us that the corruption will always win if we don't take everyone to vote. Yes. We need to be better prepared next time. It's okay. It's a learning lesson. You're still the most influential individual in Brownsville. Thank you, Maida. Together. Good night, sir. You need a day off. I might this next week. Well, I'll let you know. Have a great evening and sleep well. I will. How are you feeling today? I'm doing good. Just ate a lot and started watching my uh, baking baking shows. Bake Off. I can't remember the name of it. It's an English one. I love it. Watch. We'll see. Your health comes first, yes. And really, health wise, I'm doing good. Health wise, I'm doing really really well. Um, I do a lot of quinoa and I do a lot of pistachios, a lot of nuts, and of course, I do a lot of cheese. That's basically my diet. We love you, Erasmo. I love you too, man. I love you and I love your family, bro. Thank you. Guys, continue to social distance. Continue to use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands, face coverings. Guys, continue. Love you, Erasmo. Take care. Love you too. Good night. Rest and rejuvenate. Love you, my friend. Love you too, mi amor. Good night, Mr. Castro, and keep being great. I'll do my best. Guys, take care of each other. And please,